If you want to find the Geo-Archon, this is the only chance you'll get all year. Guess it's a good thing Venti brought it up earlier. Otherwise, we definitely would have missed this year's Rite of Dissension. Well, Venti brought up the time, but Paimon knows nothing about where it is. Look, we're already in Liyue, so let's go ask some of the locals. Oh, right. About the Geo-Archon Morax. Did you know the Mora that we use is named after this god? But it's seen as impolite for people from outside Liyue to refer to the Geo-Archon by that name. So we should refer to the Geo-Archon by the name Rex Lapis, like the people of Liyue do. One-Win Bookhouse. Guess this is where we go to buy books in Liyue. Should we ask here if they have a copy of the Liyue volume of the Tevat
Feel free to look around. There's no obligation to buy.
We're looking for the Liyue volume of the Tevat Travel Guide. Do you have it in stock?
Sorry, dear. We stopped stocking that a very long time ago. It just wasn't selling.
Huh? But the Mondstadt volume was so interesting. Bummer.
The thing is, the author made it too personal, and the result wasn't really much of a guide. It barely sold any copies, and the few travelers that did buy it made complaints afterward.
Well, that's a shame. The Mondstadt volume was a good read, even just as an adventurer's diary.
The fact remains that I don't have it in stock. If you must read it, try your luck at Chang the Ninth's place.
Who's Chang the Ninth?
A book collector who lives in Qingse village. He's a complete grouch, but he will behave himself if the conversation is about books. He was a regular customer here back when he lived in Liyue Harbor, and I still send him the odd out-of-print book or two every now and then.
Did somebody say out-of-print books? Is there a chance that Volume 6 of Legend of the Shattered Halberd is also in his collection? Apologies, my liege. Where are my manners? My name is Sing Cho, a humble literature enthusiast who happened to be passing by. Since you and I are both in search of lost books, what say we travel together to Mount Qingse and pay a visit to Chang the Ninth? My pleasure, fellow book lover.
essential function.
Oh, are you also foreigners here for the Rite of Dissension? To think I've lived in Liyu all these years and never come to see this before. I guess it's like they say, locals never visit the tourist spots. I wish you well on your travels. Liyu always welcomes you.
Honey, just call me Daddy.
Rite of Dissension. Oh yeah, that reminds me. Isn't that today? Once a year, Rex Lapis bestows upon us his divine prediction, guiding us on how to run Liyu for the coming year. Last year, it was the Yuheng of the Liyu Qixing that was given the honor of asking for the divine prediction. Ooh, Paimon knows this one! Mondstadt is to freedom as Liyue is to contracts. Liyue has a strong focus on business and trade. The Liyue Qixing, the 7 leaders of the 7 enterprises of Liyue, hold true control over Liyue. That's what foreigners always say. But true control over Liyue will always be held by Rex Lapis. The Qixing is comprised of mere mortals. Rex Lapis is a god. Mondstadt's god is nowhere to be seen, whilst our god is forever with us. Stay in Liyue long enough and you'll see. Given that you just left your godless city, it's time you experienced what it's like to be in a city whose god has walked with it through all of history.
You too wish to bear witness to the rite of dissension? Me too. We all do. As a businessman myself, how could I not take interest in Liyue's most important business trends? The 17 predictions given last year made more than a few ripples throughout the industry. What's more, there's been a rumor going around that the Tianshui herself, Ningguang, has been acting secretly in the shadows. She wants the rocks created by geovision holders to be exempt from taxation.
Wow, that's some super professional legal stuff, that is.
To be on the pulse of the predictions and the market is what makes this harbor what it is. Among the 7, Rex Lapis is the oldest deity. His keen sense of strategy is well trusted among his people. Understanding the predictions as soon as possible can make all the difference in making your fortune.
Fortune? So where can we see this rite of dissension anyway?
You're not at all close. Not to mention that if I gave you directions, as foreigners, you'd get lost along the way. So better to head to Yujing Terrace, to the high ground. It's the highest place in the harbor. Sounds like the best place for trying to communicate with deities, no?
today during the Rite of Descension. Wanna give it a try?
Your first time in liyu? Actually, it's my first time to see the Rite of Descension, too. Ah, look, that's Miss Ningguang of the Liu Xixing. Only those who have control in liyu can preside over the Rite of Descension. Oh yeah, not sure if you knew, but most of the Adepti appear in the form of various beasts. I heard that when attending these kinds of formal occasions, Rex Lapis himself appears as a celestial cross between two of Liyu's ancient mythical creatures. Ah, sorry, I shouldn't interrupt your wish. Please, take this.
Oh, you also want a little Adepti luck too? Seems you know a lot. Making a wish during this time is sure to get you the blessings of both the Adepti and Rex Lapis himself. I've already made my wish, so you can take this.
Great! Thanks! Great! Now that we're all done with the wishing, guess we can just wait here for things to get started. Who knows how long that Miss Ningguang lady is gonna take? Whoa, look at all the people! We gotta get up front. We can't see squat back here.
The hour is upon us. Rex Lapis has been killed. Seal the exits.
What? What's going on? Did she just say Rex Lapis is... The Geo Archon is... dead? Oh no! The Millilith! Looks like they're nabbing suspects who got too close. Paimon's freaking out! The killer is amongst us! Wait. We got close. Are we suspects? Wait, where are you going?
They're here! Arrest them! There's nowhere to run!
Hey, girlie, hold still.
Stop! Stop!
Come with me.
Paimon's exhausted. So insensitive! You have no idea just how tiring floating around... Wait. Just who are you exactly?
Call me Child.
Child? What, so we're supposed to dote on you?
No, not at all. It's an alias of sorts. In Mondstadt, I don't suppose you came across a Senora by any chance.
Senora? Child? You're Fatui, one of the Harbingers!
Oh, no. Don't worry. I'm not looking for a fight. Senora gave you quite the bad impression, huh? Pfft, that woman. Can't say I'm a fan either. Right. Let's forget all about her, shall we? I'm here to help you. Yes, help. I'm not a bad guy. Oh, okay, perhaps I'm kind of a bad guy, but I'm not here to give you any trouble. Would it be too much to ask for you to keep the sword sheathed? I thank you for your knightly nobility. I heard of your deeds in Mondstadt, so I couldn't help but notice you during the proceedings back there. And because I had my eye on you the whole time, I know it wasn't you. Someone else was clearly behind it. But, regrettably, given I'm a Fatui envoy from Snezhnaya, there's no way I'd be trusted after something of this magnitude. The ruling Qixing of Liyue has always been overly suspicious of us.
Well, can you honestly blame them?
Guess I shouldn't try to deny that. Okay, sure. Maintaining a distance between strangers is probably a good idea. Either way, I'm already used to it at this stage. But right now, if you want to clear yourselves of any suspicion, you need to get yourselves to Northland Bank. Staying here isn't an option. As the old Liyue saying goes, the walls have ears.
Northland Bank.
Correct. This bank was opened here in Liyue by Snezhnaya. Though everyone knows Liyue is the most enterprising in Teyvat, Snezhnaya is not short of change either.
Yeah, well, poorer nations don't seem the type to have diplomats that come around acting the way yours do towards the Knights of Favonius.
Here, let me give you this.
This is
I'm not sure exactly. Sometimes all money can buy is things, and not a name for oneself. All I know is that it's a sigil. A sigil to keep the mighty and illuminated Adepti from bringing harm to you.
Adepti?
If you head north from the harbor, then west from Guili Plains, you will eventually reach a stone forest known as Jueyun Karst. The people of Liyue believe it to be the abode of the Adepti. Legend or not, they believe it. As such, offerings to the Adepti are made at its borders. Nobody dares venture in. But I have no need for believing. Not when I know for a fact that the Adepti truly exist.
Hate to admit it, but your Fatui intel seems all right. But why would we go looking for Adepti anyway?
Oh, my little friend. There are plenty of reasons mortals seek the blessings of Adepti. Money, health, love. But you will go for justice.
Justice?
The Qi Sing will already have dispatched the Millilith. They'll be seeking out the assassin from amongst the onlookers. But how could a mere mortal kill a god that can sweep aside entire armies? Rex Lapis never gave up his power as a god. This level of crude response is beyond what is called for. How suspicious. Or to hide something else. Hard to say. Even now, the Northland Bank wouldn't be able to hold the Millilith off for long, but the Adepti can clear you of any wrongdoing. Liyue was founded by the Geo-Archon and the Adepti. Of course, it was built by force. Look for them, and be faster than the Qi Sing's messengers, so you may give your version of events first. If there is anyone that can help you in Liyue now, it can only be the mighty and illuminated Adepti.
And who might we be? Those that dare enter Jueyun Karst. A sigil of permission. Many a season has passed since one was last in the presence of such an item. He before you is the mighty and illuminated Adeptus, Moon Carver. Speak, traveler. What business have you here?
Actually,
It's the assassin. They dared to flee here to Jueyun Karst.
Sir, we've already stepped too far into Jueyun Karst ourselves.
There's no choice. Apprehending the assassin is top priority. We must press on.
Disturbing our borders. See them gone. One will not have interruption.
Who goes there?
out of the frying pan, into the fire!
Attack!
Yeah!
One with my blade. Submit for judgment.
You're toast! Prepare to be blown away!
Who goes there? Attack!
Wingblade! Yeah!
Get alive!
Nice and spicy!
Take this! Invested! Tactical retreat!
Well...
Preposterous. Preposterous! The Liyue Qixing. Utterly disappointing. How could someone possibly assassinate Rex Lapis during the rite of dissension? And then place suspicion upon the attendees? Traveler, of the unjust accusations placed upon you, one has become aware. The mind knows its answer, though one must consult with one's fellows, lest the mind be misguided. Go, take your sigil of permission. Carry with you a message. Mountain Shaper and Cloud Retainer can be found here. Only fate will decide if you shall find them. Only fate. There exists a conqueror of demons, a guardian Yaksha. Go to Wangshu Inn. There you shall seek him.
Leave it all to me.
A touch of frost.
A reward on the road.
Here. They've even set it ready for dinner. There's a wine jug and everything. Ooh, they even have the guests' names carved into the seats. Here sits Retainer. Here sits Guizhong. Here sits Rex. Maybe Rex is short for Rex Lapis. But Paimon has no idea about Guizhong. As for Retainer... That's it! When Mooncarver was going through the names of his Adepti buddies, he said there was one called Cloud Retainer. So this must be where Cloud Retainer and the other Adepti have their dinner parties. How about we cook up some extra special dishes for the Adepti? We're sure to get Cloud Retainer's attention that way. But what do Adepti even eat anyway? Paimon has no idea. People must make offerings here all the time. Guess all we can do is look around the area for any leftovers. Maybe that'll give us some ideas. Do you think maybe it's at all possible that the Adepti might like to try some sticky honey roast?
This close. Windblade!
Ha! Someone has definitely cooked here before. Do you think they were making an offering? Looks like they didn't use all the ingredients. Let's see here. We got some snapdragon, some lotus heads, some tofu. Whatever they were cooking, it sounds complicated. Hey, look over there. They left some notes too. Yup, it's a doozy. Paimon's not surprised they had to write it all down. It's a lot to remember. We should read it carefully. It's very clean here. Whoever cooked here last obviously likes to keep things neat and tidy. Paimon bets they were making an offering to the Adepti. Looks like we got us some matsutake and some raw meat. And what do you know? The recipe is right here. This chef was a super organized person. chef. Seems there's meat in this pot, but Paimon can't tell which kind. Do you think whoever cooked this made it as an offering to the Adepti? Paimon can't quite imagine an offering made of flour and meat. Huh? Our messy chef dropped a piece of paper on the floor. Ew, and there's a huge footprint on it, too. But footprint aside, maybe it has something to do with this mystery dish. Nice and spicy. Out of the frying pan, into the fire. I'm so curious. What kind of dish uses only flour and meat?